There's a place I know in Ontario where the motors hit and miss and them saws are gold. That story is true. I'm here to say I was running that Pioneer 1200A. Well, truth be told, that's where she sat all weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any saws, but many folks were kind enough to let me run theirs. It wasn't that I didn't want to bring saws, it was just that my chosen mode of transportation wouldn't allow. Gotta save on fuel somehow. Jeff made a rule that any saws for the competition are to be from 1970 or older. Jeff, you're a man after my own heart. Anyways, so I love that. I got some footage here. We'll try and get her as best we can. I'll give her the garlic. As I mentioned, they have some games, so let's look at a few of those, shall we?
our guns and the British kept a coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
We looked down the river and we see the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. They stepped so high and they made the bugles ring. We stood beside our cotton bales and didn't say a thing.
We fired our guns and the British kept a coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Old Hickory said we could take them by surprise if we didn't fire muskets till we looked them in the eye. We held our fire till we seen their faces well, then we opened up the squirrel guns and really gave them well.
We fired our guns and the British kept a coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We fired our cannon till the barrel melted down, so we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind, and when we touched the powder off, the gator lost his mind.
We fired our guns and the British kept a coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Chug-a-look, chug-a-look. Hey, if you wanna holler, hidey-ho, why don't you tell me, don't you know? Chug-a-look, chug-a-look, 4-H and a F.F.A. On the field trip to the barn, and a pretty sneak dog behind. This big old barn brewery uncovered, it's covered up moonshine still, and we thought good things are filled. I swallowed that full smile, I run 10 miles, chug-a-look, chug-a-look. Hey, if you wanna holler, hidey-ho, why don't you tell me, don't you know? Chug-a-look, chug-a-look,
as a standard procedure for any chainsaw get-together, there's plenty of time for playtime.
Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised to the hamburger stand now. Seems she forgot all about the library like she told her old man. And with the radio blasting goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And she'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a ticket away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a ticket away. Well, when her speed standard cause she walks, but she rides like an ace. Walk like an ace, now you walk like an ace. She makes the Indy 500 look like a Roman chariot race. Like an ace, now you look like an ace. A lot of guys try to catch her, but she leads them on a wild goose chase. Like an ace, now you drive like an ace. She'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a ticket away. Fun, fun till her daddy takes a ticket away. Well, you knew all along that your dad was getting wise to you now. Now you shouldn't lie. And since he took your set of keys, you've been thinking that your fun is all through. You shouldn't lie. Now you shouldn't lie. But you can come along with me, cause we got a lot of things to do now. Now you shouldn't lie. And we'll have fun, fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket away. Fun, fun. Now that daddy took the ticket if I'm doing my job.
got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me.
So there you have it, folks. Another year and another awesome get-together at the Ward's place for the Canadian Vintage Chainsaw Hoarders. Forgive me if I'm a little bit biased about this group, but this is one of the greatest groups of people I've ever come across. I tell you what, it's more than chainsaws. You get together with these folks, and it's a community. It's a community that's kind of like a family. No, it is a family. And underneath all that sawdust, there's a lot of love and kindness. People drawn together by a common interest. That interest just so happens to be old chainsaws. Whether it be old chainsaws or old axes, it doesn't really matter, because when we get together, we're all friends. Even though some may like a brand we don't go for, or we like a brand they don't go for, it doesn't matter, because we can razz each other and know that we still have each other's back at the end of the day. And I can truly vouch for all these folks that they're the kind of folks that if they seen you broke down the side of the road, well heck, they'd pull over and see what you needed. If you were out of gas, well, then they might just dump a little two-stroke into your tank. And heck, even if that didn't suit you, they'd dump out their two-stroke into whatever saws they had and go get you some fresh gas. Because that's just the kind of people they are. Loving, caring, kind. You'll be hard-pressed to find a better bunch than the Canadian Vintage Chainsaw Hoarders and the family that brings them together, the Wards. So, of course, Cast of Kindness goes to the Wards. Thank you guys for everything you do. So cast of kindness once again and again and again.